Graham notices a rusty iron bar lying on the sand near the bottom of the windy path. A narrow strand of beach skirts the bottom of the steep cliffs, while the cold water of the ocean seems to cunningly steal what little is left. Graham spies a small boat in the distance.
Look, Graham, there's a boat here. Maybe we can use it.
A cascading waterfall, though very beautiful, nevertheless cuts off further travel up the coast. Jagged rocks surround the waterfall at the base of the cliff. The narrow beach at the base of the steep, rocky cliff widens here a bit, while the chilly ocean continues to beat relentlessly upon it. An old cast-off sailboat sits forlornly on the narrow, sandy beach. Firmly, Graham wedges the softened piece of beeswax into the small hole in the boat's hull. Hopefully, the wax will hold and make her seaworthy.
Come on, Cedric, get in the boat.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Far in the distance, Graham can make out small rocky islands.
Look, Graham. Ooh, an island. Perhaps we should explore it.
Yes, I think we should, Cedric.
Ooh, Graham, I don't like the looks of this.
Me neither.
Graham, help me!
Where'd you find him, Manada? We found him on the beach. Isn't he luscious? I don't know. He doesn't look like my type. What do you think, Krulina? I think he looks too old and tough. I like my meals to be young and tender. What's he doing? What's that thing? I don't know, but I want it. Hey, get up here! Come on and get her, girl! Get her!
Half hidden in the coarse island grass, Graham notices an old fishhook. Graham quickly bends down and rescues the fishhook from the ground. The sandy path ends at two narrow ledges overhanging the craggy island. Poor Cedric. Having been seriously wounded by the vicious harpies, he now lies moaning and in pain upon the sandy path.
Graham, help me!
Cedric, where do you hurt?
Ooh, everywhere!
Graham notices a large conch shell lying delicately upon the sandy beach. Graham bends over and picks up the beautifully colored shell. The ocean's cold water seems to lap hungrily toward the small ship house built against the steep cliffs of the narrow beach. A makeshift house fashioned from the bow of a wrecked ship occupies the south end of a small narrow beach. Graham notices a ship's bell hanging near the door of the house.
Who are you? And what are you doing on my beach?
I'm King Graham of Daventry, and I'm on a journey to find the wizard Mordak's island. But I seem to be stuck. I don't know where to go from here.
Hey, what's that you say? What's this? Now what were you wanting?
My owl friend is hurt. He was wounded by the harpies.
Wounded by the harpies, did you say? We'll bring him on into the house. I'll fix him right up. Good as new. Lay him on the bed there. These poultices should fix the little feller up good as new.
Ooh, I'm feeling better already. Tell me, what was in those poultices? My employer would be very interested in them.
Hey, what was that?
I said, what was in those poultices? My employer would be interested in them.
Gifts from the sea, lad. Gifts from the sea. Ain't nothing special. You just gotta know how to use them. I don't think he'd find them particularly interesting. Now, son, what was it you were trying to tell me before?
I was trying to find out where the wizard Mordak's island is. He kidnapped my family and is holding them hostage there. I must get to them before it's too late.
Oh, I'm right sorry to hear about that. He's a nasty one, that Mordak. I wouldn't want to tangle with him. I tried to talk you out of going there, except I can see you can't leave your poor defenseless family unaided. I can enlist someone who can lead you straight to his island. Follow me outside. Pearl, this man needs your help. He needs you to lead him to Mordak's island. It's a real emergency. Mordak's holding his family hostage. Pearl can't speak human talk, but she's agreed to help you. Just get on into your boat and follow her.
Cedric and I want to thank you for all your help, Mr.
Don't worry about who I am. You just get on over to that there island and take care of your family.
Aye, aye, sir. We're off. Come on, Cedric. Brace yourself, Cedric!
Help me, I'm caught! Oh, help!
Are you all right, Cedric?
Well, let me see. Oh, I'm fine, Graham. Just a bit ruffled is all.
Now what? Graham's boat has been dashed to pieces against the jagged rocks of Mordak's island. Now what? A dead fish lies on the sand beach at the foot of the rocky stairs.
Ugh, a dead fish. Oh, maybe I can use it.
crude set of stairs has been carved into the rocky cliffs of Mordak's Island. Above them, a narrow, winding trail leads on up to his castle.
Ooh, I don't like this place. It's creepy.
Two monstrous statues of grotesque, distorted serpents face each other across the narrow trail leading to Mordak's castle. Two monstrous
Well, it looks like there's no way in. Let's turn back.
Come on, Cedric!
A wide chasm separates the narrow trail from the castle's massive front gate. Graham ponders the situation, but can't find a way to solve it. Graham notices a small stairway leading down to another trail which winds around the left side of Mordak's castle.
See? Get in. Let's go back now.
No, I'll figure this out.
The twisted and deformed shapes of the island's rocks seem to grow up out of the very earth like strange weeds. Graham notices a rusted grate embedded into a stone platform next to Mordak's castle.
Oh, you're crazy to go down into that dark hole. You don't know what's down there.
Well, do you have any better ideas?
No, mind if I wait for you here?
No, that's a good idea, Cedric. You be the lookout out here.
Yes. I'll be the lookout. Ooh, be careful, Graham.
Graham looks around in terrified confusion as he finds himself in a labyrinth somewhere underneath Mordak's castle. Graham reaches down and grabs the hairpin off the labyrinth floor. A grotesque creature scurries along the stone walls of the labyrinth. There is a wooden door here. Perhaps it will lead into the castle. There is a wooden door here. Graham tries to open the wooden door, but to no avail as it's securely locked. Graham inserts the hairpin into the door's large keyhole and discovers, to his amazement, that it fits perfectly. Turning it ever so gently, he soon hears a soft click, and the door is unlocked. A set of wide steps leads up from the labyrinth door to a pantry off the wizard's kitchen. A closed cupboard in the corner of the pantry catches Graham's interest. Inside the cupboard, Graham's eyes fall upon a bag of dried peas. Reaching into the open cupboard, Graham retrieves the bag of dried peas. A lovely young girl with long black hair, olive skin, and flashing green eyes laboriously scrubs the cold stone floor. Though wearing rags, her beauty nevertheless shines through.
Don't come near me! Leave me alone!
I would never hurt you. I'd like to help you.
I don't believe you! You're probably one of them!
I'm not. Believe me.
Just go away! Please! I don't want to talk to you anymore!
The amulet glows. It is a lovely golden locket.
Warning, this cartoon
Wherever did you find my gold locket? I thought it was gone for good. I lost it on the island just after I was brought here by Mordak.
You wouldn't believe me even if I told you. But tell me, who are you, and how did you come to be here?
My name is Princess Cassima, from the Kingdom of the Green Isles. My father, the king, employed the horrible Wazir, who befriended Mordak. When Mordak saw me, he immediately wished to marry me and bring me here. Naturally, I refused, and my father agreed with me. But our refusal angered him so much that he sold me here anyway and put me to work as a scullery girl. He says he will never let me go, that a scullery girl I will remain until I agree to marry him. But the thought revolts me. What am I to do?
Don't worry, I'm here to save my family from the evil wizard. He's got them here someplace, imprisoned inside a glass bottle. If I can manage to rescue them, then of course I wouldn't forget you either.
I know the glass bottle you're talking about. It's in Mordak's laboratory upstairs.
Keep quiet about my presence. I think this will be the most difficult part of my journey. I may not survive it.
I would never give you away, and I will help you in any way I can, kind sir. By the way, who are you?
I'm King Graham of Daventry.
I think I know where that is. It's very far from my home, though.
Don't worry. Somehow, I'll get you home again. But first, I've got to save my family.
Yes, well, I'll stand by you, King Graham. I'll help if I can.
Thanks. I may need it.
Well, I'd better get back to work, and you should keep out of sight.
Aye, aye, m'lady.
Graham surveys Mordak's kitchen in disgust. It is an untidy mishmash of dirty pots, jars with unidentified contents, rags, and assorted junk. Even with all that, Graham can see nothing that interests him. Graham surveys Mordak's kitchen. A hideous yet fascinating pipe organ commands attention as Graham walks through a downstairs hallway. Two distorted figures of bird-like women flank both sides of the monstrous pipe organ. A hideous This appears to be the huge dining hall of the castle. Graham wonders who eats here besides Mordak. A massive dining table has been placed before a large, ornate fireplace. This appears to be the huge dining hall of the castle. Graham finds himself in a dirty, dingy cell somewhere below Mordak's castle. Graham can see a small, moldy piece of cheese just inside the mouse hole. There, got it. The fishhook did the trick in retrieving the piece of cheese from the mouse hole.
Hello.
What? Oh, Princess Cosima, where did you come from?
From the labyrinth. I spend a lot of time down here, you know, with my friends.
Friends?
Yes, like Zink and Sam. I don't know if you ever saw Sam or not. Anyway, I found this loose stone once that led here, to this cell. Now come on, you'd better get out of here.
Above him, Graham can see a damp, rusty grate leading to who knows where. Graham finds himself in a dirty, Graham looks in astonishment around the strange foyer filled with an assortment of bizarre oddities. Graham isn't interested. A large beast lies stunned on the floor. Graham wants no part of this beast. The black cat eyes Graham suspiciously.
You! How did you get here?
I have journeyed far, over land and sea.
Never mind. Your journey is now over.
Goodbye, King Graham of Daventry.
Poor Graham. Mordak shows no mercy. There is nothing more. Graham can see a tiny mouse. There is nothing more of interest inside the mouse hole. There is nothing. The stone can't be budged anymore. The stone can't. Too late. A large beast lies stunned on the floor. This Graham looks in astonishment around the strange foyer filled with an assortment of bizarre oddities. Graham gapes at an odd figure of a bird-like, yet reptilian-like woman. Graham looks in astonishment around the strange foyer filled with an assortment of bizarre oddities.
Meow, meow.
Goodbye, King Graham of Daventry.
Poor Graham. Poor Graham.
Goodbye, King Graham of Daventry.
Poor Graham. More. A huge monstrosity of a skull-like figure leers at passers-by of an upstairs hallway. Graham can see into Mordak's laboratory through the doorway. This doorway leads into Mordak's bedroom. Graham surveys the bizarre furnishings and horrible figures in Mordak's bedroom. Graham looks out the window and views the distorted rocks and twisted forms of Mordak's strange island. Many book-filled shelves line the walls of Mordak's extensive library. A large tome lying open upon a corner desk attracts Graham's curiosity. This looks interesting. Graham wonders what the symbols mean. Numerous books of various scholarly subjects lie scattered atop a nearby table. Graham can see into Mordak's bedroom through the open doorway. Many books and scrolls line the shelves of Mordak's library. As Graham looks them over, however, he finds them mostly unintelligible. Graham can see into numerous books. The strange symbols have been burned into Graham's memory, and there is no need to look at them again. Perhaps they'll be of use later. This doorway leads... many books and scrolls. Since most of Mordak's books and scrolls are beyond Graham's comprehension, he wisely decides to ignore them. Graham has found himself in a large room filled with many unusual contraptions and magical implements. His heart feels like bursting when he notices his beloved family imprisoned within a large glass bottle sitting upon a corner table. Tears come to Graham's eyes as he sees his beloved family and castle held captive inside a large glass bottle. A spiral staircase leads to an upper balcony where a very bizarre machine captures Graham's curiosity. Graham has found himself in a large room filled with many unusual contraptions and magical implements. Looking at his frantically waving family inside their glass prison causes Graham's heart to break as he realizes his current inability to save them from their terrible predicament. This doorway leads into Mordak's bedroom. a strange statue. The thought of lying on that horrible bed totally revolts Graham. Graham surveys the bazaar. None of these particular books